Hey guys, what is up? I am back with another video and I am here with another binary to decimal converter. Now let me explain on why I've been making binary to decimal converters recently. Uh, I was searching on YouTube and didn't really find too many videos on them. And this these methods are ones that I haven't seen before, so I figured I'd take a crack at them. Now, obviously, you might have seen the video before that, or before this one, and that one was ridiculously slow, 3 minutes and 25 seconds for it. So I improved the speed. I haven't quite figured out exactly how fast this one is, but it is a whole lot faster. So max number, let's see how long it'll take. Keep in mind that the top is hundreds, the middle is tens, and the bottom is ones. Far left is 1 and far right is 9. Alright, and it is done. Now, this one is a whole lot faster just because of how it decodes it. But let's do another one. Let's do why not 69? Just for the hell of it. So we start decoding, and it's not the fastest, but it's a whole lot faster than what the other one was. And you might notice that some functions may take longer than others. Counting up to a lower number may take longer than counting up to a higher number. It all depends on how far it has to count per line. Now keep in mind that on the hundreds line it will only go up to the 200. If any of these ones are lit up after the second lamp, then it's a bug. Alright, well, enough of the chit chat. Let me show you how this thing works. So, the first thing I want to point out is that this is using a 8-bit full adder in subtraction form. Now, it is using the instant carry adders just because I wanted the speed of them. The carry line was a little bit tricky to do, mainly because I haven't built one of these in a while, and because the carry line is just a constant stream of redstone going through it, it was a little bit difficult for me to remember. It runs off of a 16-tick clock, which isn't bad, but it's not as fast as I want it to be. In fact, it's twice as slow as the clock that one is running off of. But it's a whole lot faster. Now, the reason why this is able to decode it as fast as it does is because it'll start off asking, okay, can I subtract 100 from said number? If yes, then it'll subtract until it gets a negative number, in which case then it will go, okay, can I subtract 10 from said number? If it can, then it'll continue subtracting until it reaches a negative number, and then it'll switch to subtracting 1 from it until it reaches 0. Now, there are a few different things. This does have a couple loops in it, one of which obviously being the clock, the other one being this. Now, I personally don't trust these repeater lock loops where it just keeps looping back to itself. However, I found that this is a whole lot faster than just having a single line. So, other than that, that's pretty much how it works. All this piston stuff right here is just to get the inputs shifted over far enough because I didn't line up the screen properly. Oh yeah, speaking of which, how it displays the numbers. Well, depending on which line this is on, whether it's on subtracting 100, subtracting 10, or subtracting 1, it corresponds with one of these three torches. This far one is obviously 100, this one is 10, and this one is 1. Now, these all act as if they were AND gates, this one being the one side of the AND gate, and this side being the other side, and this part being the output. Goes into a monostable circuit, where then it goes into these repeater locks. Now, each one goes down into a section of the screen, while simultaneously going up it and over, blocking the signal from going back into the repeater lock, allowing only one signal to be through. So you don't get, like, let's say 3 lamps on in a row. Instead, you only get the one lamp in the third position. Other than that, it's quite simple. The most difficult part of this was figuring out all the timings. The most annoying part was getting this part set up, and all this system does is block it from clocking it when a negative number appears. That way, in these piston memory setup, it only saves the positive number, because if it were to save a negative number, it would mess the whole system up, because then you would not be very accurate at all. In fact, you would be the complete opposite of accurate. The clock system is fairly straightforward. It's just a LS NOR latch for the on/off. And how the system tells when it is done, it is through right here. If all these inputs are off, then it sends a signal over to this, allowing it to turn off the rest of the machine, turn off the clock, and send one final pulse. It sends a pulse somewhere as soon as I find the line. Here it is. No, that's not it. Where is it? Here it is. It sends one final pulse through this falling edge monostable circuit into a repeater with 2 ticks, allowing it to pulse this one more time to get the signal back over here, where it allows all 3 of those lines to be off. Now, I spent about 12 hours developing this, about 2 hours building this one, and then the other 10 hours building this one. They are both the exact same machine, it's just that one up there is a lot neater, the redstone lines are a lot cleaner, and yeah. Anyways, I'm about 10 seconds off from 10 minutes, so hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.